centuries, people had looked at poltergeist activity and ascribed them to areas of what I suppose in modern mind would be regarded as superstition: demons, witchcraft, ghosts, fairies, possibly even vampires. In the 1930s, all that really changed. In the sort of post-Freudian context, psychologists started to look at poltergeist activity and suggest that it wasn't coming from out there, it wasn't the supernatural out there, it was actually coming from in here. And this was called psychokinesis. And the idea was that some kind of inner turmoil, some kind of inner stress inside the individual was being exteriorized into the environment outside. And now, what was interesting about this is that it fitted exactly with a number of very well-known cases. So where trained psychologists, or parapsychologists as they became, started to turn up at poltergeist cases as they were happening, and they observed what was going on, they could see that the phenomena was connected, was focused on one specific individual, who was typically below the age of 22, more likely to be female than male, and had some kind of distress. That might have been emotional distress or some kind of physical distress. Could have been a medical condition. It could have been a psychological condition. Whatever it was, it made this individual very unhappy. And as far as the parapsychologists could tell, this individual projected this unhappiness into the outside world. Now, no one then and no one now has actually been able to come up with what the mechanism for this is. No one can actually point to a way in which our minds can affect the outside universe in this way. But it does fit perfectly well with a number of very well observed cases. I don't believe perhaps is probably the wrong word. I don't contend that it's the total case, but certainly you will find that for the vast majority of parapsychologists today, certainly those who need to depend on research grants and need to make some kind of sort of appeal to what might be called some sort of rational force, the idea of psychokinesis, it remains the most popular idea for the explanation of poltergeists.